Muy buenas a todos, yo soy Carlitos20 y nada, aquí vamos a probar este juego que no sé de qué va. Es de la aplicación, es de la página web de Wobit y nada, vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa. A ver. Hitchhiker. Conduces, no. Ah, vale. Cómo jugar, cancelar, confirmar, mirar alrededor. Soy yo el copiloto entonces. Vale. Vale. ¿No se puede cerrar esto ya? Perfecto. Tabaco de mascar.
So, where are you headed? Not the talkative type, eh?
Cepillo de dientes solo.
That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin? They're from my farm.
Son de mi granja. ¿Qué le ha pasado?
Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth.
Vale.
You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real? Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right? Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later.
Vale.
Assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one?
Pero ¿por qué sale
This
o
one?
este? Que no
We
entiendo
think
si
we
salía
remember
solo.
how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out.
Un momento, déjame. ¿No puedo coger eso?
Out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
Ni poner la radio ni nada.
My wife. She's dead now, but you probably guessed that. Thanks, but you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
¿Qué te hace
Takes
decir
one
eso?
to know one, right? I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a
¿Cuánto
dazed look on their
llegaríamos al
face and
sitio?
their
Porque
thumb up
es
in
muy
the
pesado
air.
esto de...
No, I don't know you. Just know the type. My wife? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like.
Vale.
Remember everything about her.
Su
Her
rostro.
face. Some people have faces that are easy to remember.
Vale. Muy
Doesn't seem
bien.
fair.
Parece justo.
Sure. It's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes?
Hostia. No me da cuenta, la verdad.
Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up, some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk.
¿Azules?
Hey, kid. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you? That's better. Now, where were we?
Ah, esto era el tutorial, supuestamente.
Yeah, fair number. But after a while, you start seeing the same few archetypes over and over. You got the numbnuts Kerouac fans. You got your autodidact blowhards. They'll talk your ears off. You got a lot of people from Cincinnati for some reason. You got your deadheads trying to get
Bueno,
to
si
some
no hablo mucho
concert
porque estoy
someplace.
dentro de la
And then there's
conversación
the
y
water
estos
bottle
juegos son
person,
así.
always worrying that they're going to run out of water before they get where they're going. Still,
Okay.
you're the first hitcher I ever picked up who doesn't have a destination. Copernicus. Well, seems like the right name for a guy who's traveling the world without knowing where he's going. You just sit back, Copernicus, and invent a language where false statements are impossible. What? Oh, I stand corrected. You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives. What you got there? Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still open. So, where were we? We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread.
Ah, vale.
Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
Hostia puta. ¿En serio?
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older's fun. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better. Thanks. I got it from an app. It's this app with philosophical sayings. My wife got it for me, to make me sound smarter. She had a way with words. Yeah, well, That all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married. We were married for 37 years. People used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years. It's not that simple, Copernicus. Life has a way of chipping away at that certainty. It'd be easier if you had a number assigned to you, a number from 1 to 100, printed on both your foreheads where you could always see. It would arrive in the mail every year, right after you file taxes. Oh, we're a 71. That couple down the street, the Rosens, they're an 82 this year. Oh.
No se puede abrir esto.
Oh, I guess they have it a bit better. Some way of knowing. There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Vale.
Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine.
A que también llevaron arma. ¿Y si eso no estaba?
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you. I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it. What woman? What woman? Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
No me quité el suyo, pero esto.
What's that black thing in the glove box anyway?
¿Qué? ¿Algo más que decir? No pone nada.
See anything interesting there? A windmill, eh? No idea.
Ni idea. Vale, pues entonces ¿qué? Llama la atención del conductor.
Say, want to hear a joke? Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date.
Malo el chiste en lo siguiente.
It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on highways.
Sí, es que es increíble. Pesado con las canciones.
Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no
Hola, pero no tengo
I
alas.
cry, yet I
Lloro,
have
pero no
no
tengo
eyes.
ojos.
Darkness follows me, Lower light I never see. Need some help? We're looking for something fluffy.
Algo esponjoso. Un cojín, pero no tiene pinta.
Need some help? Something large and fluffy on the horizon.
Algo grande y esponjoso en el horizonte. ¡Una nube!
Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Que se ve con similar.
Need some help? Think metal teeth that open and shut.
Dientes de metal que se abren y se cierran.
Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day.
Una mochila.
Questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey,
Having fun? Want to keep going? Great. Here's another one. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now
Saca
black,
uno.
but once was red. What am I?
Vale.
Well done. Okay, here's a tough one. I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound.
No emite
What
ningún.
am I?
¿Qué es lo que soy? Tiene alas y no puede llorar.
Need some help? Round and round we go, people.
Dando vueltas y... ¿Un coche? No, no puede ser. Increíble.
Need some help? You might need to get your binoculars out to find this object. It's not so close. All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
oh come on, Darlene.
Need some help? I never did like changing his tires. The lion liar.
Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see. She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over. Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you. You did. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything. Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt.
Vale.
Look, I admit I lied, but
Okay.
only about one thing. Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact. Sure.
Vale,
You
a ver,
showed
¿qué
up
es lo
at
que
my
dice?
trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. The woman in the photo? No, I didn't actually meet her. I just know what you told me about her. She was backpacking around Europe without you. And you? You weren't taking it so well. Oh, I know a lot about you. I know about the phone number in the matchbook. I know you didn't show it to me. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road. Well, there's one more lie I told you. We're not #1 anymore. In raisin production. We were surpassed last year by turkey. Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender? Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all. I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, she got the x-rays, and she knew.
Vale,
She
pues...
decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything.
Pues bueno, yo voy a dejar el vídeo por aquí. Ya sabéis, gente, que en la descripción dejo canales bastante interesantes, por si os queréis pasar por allí, dejar un like, una suscripción y un comentario más. Carlitos23 en Twitch, que suelo hacer directos por allí, y en mi canal de Trovo, pero eso no lo iba a decir, y en mi código Carlitos20 en la tienda de Fortnite. Ya sabéis que si os gusta este tipo de contenido, dejad like, suscribiros si estáis. Y así nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Un saludo y nos vemos. Adiós.